Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Hurst Quayzar, and welcome to Quayzar's Customs, my little piece of Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. Thank you for joining us. Hope that if you're not a subscriber, you will consider subscribing by hitting that subscribe button down below. And what are we doing today? Well, we are doing a series called Rot2Rad. And what are we doing? We actually got to the junkyard. We find something that's deteriorated and rotten, and we bring it back into this garage, which is almost empty. And build something radical with it. Now, last episode we had this Alpine. Yes, this is a Renault Alpine. Now, I didn't know too much about it. People have been posting down below, giving me a little side information on these cars. Actually, not too bad. You know, these cars actually look like it's kind of different and unique. But I kind of actually, these headlights make it look like nose rings or something, you know, in the grill. Kind of give it that weird look. But the votes were cast, and 4-3 was in favor to keep it. Actually, I was really surprised. I thought maybe, well, if I was going to sell it, I was going to make 125 grand. Not the case. Actually, everybody wanted me to 4 out of 3. We're at 4 votes against 3 to keep it. So we are going to keep it. We're going to throw it back into the parking level, and then our garage is once again empty. Let me check my status of my inventory. Nope, don't have anything in there. We are ready to go. All right, let's go see what the junkyard gods have for us today. You know, the more I look at this, the more I feel like it's a fall day. I don't know why. I always think it's a summer day, but really it isn't. What do we have back here? We have a, is this a Lincoln? No. Cadillac lowrider. One that I have not, I actually I made another config for lowrider, never got back to it. So, okay, 165,000 miles for that bad boy. We have a Ford truck. Looks like 147. Okay, F350 147. What is this? A Jaguar Carbon 200. Okay, well, so far the truck is winning. So the truck 4x4. Maybe we can make something dunk out of it if that's going to be our truck, man. Well, I've got some plans, but it may not be. We'll see what else we got over here. We have another. Oh, what is that thing? This is a. Let's see, 189. It still doesn't beat the 147. What is this beastly thing? The Turbo 2. This is one of those little city, little Honda City Turbo 2s. 167. So no, has not beat out the Ford truck. We do have a Ford Mustang here. 125 Shelby. Oh, this is the Fast and Furious drift version that I created. We do have different engines I can put into this too. This is a Shelby. This is 127, so or 125. So it looks like that might be the winner. I don't think we've had that. That is a drift file, or that is a config file. How much is on you? 260. So I guess it'll be the Mustang. This is one that I had configured for my Fast and Furious series, but I think we're going to do something a little different with this. I think, even though it is a config for my drift, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. I kind of like this Mustang anyway, so for $11,000 we are going to buy it, and we're going to send it to the garage. And I think just for giggles, I may go back here and pick up this Ford F350 because I have a dream for this. I saw a truck. That I thought was pretty crazy, and I think I want to try to build one like it. So I'm going to buy this. This is going to be my project truck. How's that? I saw one on the highways in Florida. I was down at Vero Beach, and I saw a truck, and I was like, man, that's kind of cool. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Right now, let's get back to the garage. Alrighty. Well, it looks like the truck took the spot of the Mustang. Okay, so we're going to take this truck. We're going to move it over here to the left 3 over there. We've got plans for that truck. Not that I'm going to keep it as a shop truck or anything, but we're going to do some work to it. All right, we have ourselves this Ford Mustang. Let's see who built this thing. I believe this is. Yeah, I believe this was done by Dead Bob 777. So nice Mustang. We're going to go ahead and strip her all down here. Let's go ahead and take this all out. Don't know what I'm going to do with this right now. I think I have a plan. Just right off the bat, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but as far as color schemes or anything like that, that's always a problem. Now for this engine, I think we're gonna do an upgrade to it. I do want to go with the I think I want to do the 2-carb for it. 2-carb overhead valve. I'm not going to do anything too modern to it, but I think that's the engine I'm going to go with. So the engine I'm talking about is this one right here. I love the way this engine looks in these older Mustangs. I don't know if for some reason it just looks great. So I'm going to go with that engine. And hey, we might as well just go ahead and build it, shouldn't we? Alright, right off the bat. Man, we are just kicking this right into the engine. Usually I don't do this, so this is going to be a bit different. I should have clicked on that in the first place, but I didn't, did I? Cam gear, overhead valve, cam gear. I need that. Put as many performance parts in it as I can. Of course, couple of distributor clips, we're going to need that. Crankshaft, I should say. Overhead valve, 3 of those. Crankshaft pulley. Block. Heads I can get from the power shop. Or the performance shop. I should call it the power shop. Basically it's the performance shop, so valve cover, gasket, valve covers will get, we're not going to need that, none of that. At the distributor, I've already got the clips, wires I'm going to get from there too. The dual carb I can get from the performance shop as well. Can't get the single carb, but I can get the dual carb, which is a nice plus for this engine too. Oil pan, there we go. Piston rings. Hook myself up with 8 of those bad boys. Fan. Rockers. Man, I am just kicking it right in. We're just kicking it right off the bat, aren't we? I mean, I haven't jumped right straight into doing just the motor in a long time. So that's, I don't know if that's a plus or not. Wow. Trying to keep myself focused here. Cover. Push rods. 16 of those. Of course, the water pump pulley. And that's it for there. Now we'll jump over to the power boost shop. And we're going to get the alternator. We're going to get the overhead valve camshaft. 2 carbs for this. Let's go ahead and jump into the gearbox. Get that, get that. And then we have to remember to go back and get the throwout bearing, which I forgot. No, not that one. Overhead valve. 2 heads. Exhaust manifolds, filter. Might as well get that fuel pump when I'm in there because I'm going to need it anyway. There's that dual carb intake. Yeah, baby. Love it. 8 pistons, power steering, filter, spark plugs. I think that is it for that build. Go back here, get the throwout bearing, and then we're going to start building. So, hey, how is everyone doing? I hope this video is finding you great. Just got back from Florida. I had a good time down there. I watched my son get married, so yeah, that was a big Hurst moment right there. They had beautiful weather down there. Almost makes me want to live down there, actually. Wow, nice weather. But yeah, I only spent a couple days down there. Had a couple good meals. Love my daughter-in-law. She's adorable. So we are doing well. I hope you are all doing well as well. I forgot to get the rotor for that? Oh my. That's disappointing. Okay, so let's jump back into the power boost shop here. Up here, I must have, yeah, I skipped right over it. I thought I picked it up, but I guess I didn't. So yeah, with this configuration, I did lower it a little bit. I seem to think that, I think this was something that I was going to use. This was a configuration I was going to use for one of my Fast and Furious builds, and then another Mustang came out that fit the bill a whole lot better, so that's the one I went with. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to go back and look at my Fast and Furious builds and see what I did back there, because this is more like a Shelby. I think I've probably told a story of this before. I had a friend of mine in high school. His name was Jimmy Hatfield, right? And he had this blue Mustang. Well, we thought I thought it was a Mustang, but it looked really weird, right? It's just weird, off the wall looking Mustang. It looked like a Mustang, but it wasn't a Mustang, right? You know, the more I looked at it, I hated the look of the taillights. And front end was kind of freaky looking. It had, you know, a couple additional, what appeared to me at the time, a couple of headlights. So not a big fan. It was painted blue, and I wasn't a big fan of it. And it wasn't until years later I realized he had a Shelby Mustang. In high school, he had one. And it was blue with the white stripes. So, you know, in memory of Jimmy, I may just do that for him and just paint this up blue with white stripes. If it has white stripes, I'm not quite sure what liveries are with this one, and we'll find out as soon as we put it in a paint shop. Or I'm thinking about just going straight up white with black stripes, and with this engine in it, it'll look really nice. We'll see. We'll see what we got over here when we get to the paint shop. I kind of jumped the gun getting this engine all built up all of a sudden. I don't really know why I decided to go this route on this video. But, yeah, the madness. Join the ride in this madness, because we are heading for a brick wall right here. Yeah, typically I do the suspension work first, and then I do the engine, so this is different. This is going to be different for me. All right, there we go. Oh my. Let me get in a little closer, because it's kind of hard to see some of these things. My eyes are getting old. Yeah, Jimmy Hatfield. Yeah, we're not talking James Hetfield from Metallica now. We're talking about Jimmy Hatfield, James Hatfield. Different person altogether. At least I believe so. At least my memory serves me right. It's two different people. Man, if you know, the guy I knew in high school was like the lead singer of Metallica, I'd be like, wow, that's kind of cool. I went to school with the guy from Metallica. But I don't think so. You know, sometimes you get that one cool kid that went to school with you that, you know, is, you know, now famous, right? My wife's friend, has a someone that graduated with her at her school, and oh my gosh, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. I had it right there on the tip of my tongue. Pharrell, I think it was Pharrell. Pharrell was, I think it was him. He's the one that graduated from her school, so, and her graduating class. So that's kind of cool. You know, you get to at least I kind of know somebody who knew somebody. How's that? That's about as close to fame and fortune as I can get. Unfortunately. Oh, but I did get to see. Oh geez, what's his name? Okay, hang on. I have to figure this out. When I was at my son's wedding, I did get to see. I don't think my wife has it in her groups of pictures, so. It was a country star. His name eludes me. I happened to see him there at the hotel where my son got married at, and the girls just went crazy because he was there, and I was like, okay, what is his name? Oh my goodness, his name. I forget his name. Anyway, saw a country western star there, and country western singer star. That was pretty cool. We enjoyed it. I got to see him. I didn't speak with him, but I did get to see him. I walked past him, watched him and his girlfriend near the hotel's bar area. His girlfriend was looking after their daughter, so, and she was just adorable. His daughter's just adorable. So, but that's cool. I have to post it. I will post it down below as soon as I remember who it was. I'm horrible with names, as you might imagine. So, all right, we are killing it on this engine and making some of the last final preps on here, and then we'll get to the car itself. These classic Mustangs, I really love these classic Mustangs. You know, I am a Camaro guy by heart, GM guy, but these classic Mustangs, you know, I got props. You know, total respect for these things. These things are awesome. Okay, I think I'm gonna go a little crazy with I think I'm gonna go with a different wheel on it altogether. We're gonna see what we can do here. I have looked, and I'm closing in on 600 subscriptions. I want to thank you all for 600 subscribers. Really appreciate it. Trying to march towards that 1,000 subscriber base. I feel like once I get to the 1,000 subscriber base, it'll start growing a little bit faster. Maybe not though. So I'm hoping so. If you do like the video, please be kind enough to go ahead and share it, like it, spread it across the internet as far and wide, because I would love for some of these things to blow up. Okay, so that's out. That's out. So even though this is a Fast and Furious config, this is not. I really don't think this is the car I used for my Fast and Furious build. Now, may have been initially Uh, Honestly, this is probably one car that I had in the very beginning that I wanted for Fast 3, and I think I've changed it up since then. So I'll look for that video and I'll post it up above when I do find it, or I will post it down below if you're interested in seeing which Mustang I used for the Fast and Furious 3 build. So after all this is said and done, and there's that truck. That truck is going to be ridiculous when I get done with it. I have, like I said, I saw a truck. We were heading back to the airport Friday morning, and I happened to see this truck towing about, and I was like, that is totally ridiculous. I think I need to have that. I need to have that in my garage. We are running a set of 18s on this. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and dump all this stuff because I'm not going to use it. So we're going to go with a set of 18 305/30s, huh? 305/30s. Rims. Straight up, I think I just want to go with those. I think just... we're going to go with a set of 18s 305/30s, huh? So we're going to go 2, 18, 305/30s. And I'm going to chrome these up a little bit. I'm not going to dark chrome them, but I'm going to give them a deeper chrome look to them. So we're going to jump that down to maybe 50. Let's see what this looks like chrome. Yeah, because I think I'm going to go 50 with the chrome. I'm going to go 50 chrome there. You know, I wish I could take these tires off there. I wish these were like something you could stockpile. Okay, so how dark is that going to be? I don't think it's going to look too dark. Yeah, I think it's going to look good. I think it'll look good. Alright, so what do we have available here? Good grief, brakes. Let's go by name. What do we need here? 2 drums, a shoe, a cylinder, spring, plate, 2 U-bolts, housing, 2 shocks, 4 small rubber bushings, drive axle, and both the hubs. Man, killing me here. Alright, let's forget about that. Let's jump into the parts shop. Let's get some stuff going here. Suspension. Let's go to brakes. Pull up my shopping list. Now I know I needed 2 drums, right? 2 drums, a shoe, and a cylinder. And then we looking at the... That's pretty bad when you have to replace a whole leaf spring. Spring, plate, 2 bolts, housing B, 2 shock absorbers, small rubber bushing times 4. That whole rear axle needs to be replaced. And both those covers. We are good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I also need fuel tank. Come on. There we go. Get this all built up. Now, yeah, got that. All right. Sometimes you start throwing in extra pieces, all these pieces that I should have sold in the first place. Usually I sell off the pieces. I haven't done it this time. I feel like I'm in a big old hurry for whatever reason. Make this build happen. Quick and easy. It's alright, I told you my Mustang story. Do you have a Mustang story? So let me know down below in the comments section if you have a Mustang story. Let me know what it's all about. Give me some insight into your Mustang story. Alright, let's see what this is going to look like. I'm hoping they're not going to be too dark. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Kind of gives it that smoked look. We'll see. Hope it's not going to look too bad. I'm thinking I'm going to go white with this. White with the black stripes, I'm thinking. If I have the capability of having if I have the livery for the black stripes, I think that's what I'm going to do. Or I'll go with the blue stripes. I don't remember what wheels and tires he had on. I think he had like, well, I guess it would be like the Ford series rims. I'll show it to you in a minute when we get back over to the tablet. I'll show you which ones I'm talking about. That doesn't look too bad. So let's see. Let's sell off parts that we don't need. Yep. We'll sell off as 305 3018. Yep. I can't think of any other Mustang story. All the people that I used to, mess around with or were friends with were always GM people. So it was not a whole lot of people I knew were Ford people. I did have a buddy of mine who was a Ford fanatic. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago. I'm not even sure how. We just kind of fell out over the years. Unfortunately, we were pretty tight back in the days when I was in the Navy, and I don't know. Him and his wife got divorced, and when that happened, it just kind of our friendship just kind of faded out after that because he was doing his own thing, he was on a different command, I was on a different command, and we just kind of lost touch. And as unfortunate as it is, like I said, he passed away a few years ago, and I wish that I could go back in time and been, at least reached out to him a little bit more and been more of a friend to him. The only reason why I bring him up is because when I was in the airport, I actually, how they call people up to the gate, and his name was called. Of course, he had a pretty common name, so when the name was called, it took me back a little bit because he was a friend of mine, and I happened to look up, and it's just some old geezer dude walks up to the counter to take care of his ticket or whatever needed to be taken care of. But it really took me back. I was like, man, I wish things would have been different between us. I guess that's what I'm saying. So if you have those friends out there, try to keep them close. Alright, so on the front, we're running an 18 on the front with a 265/30. That's alright, that's cool. So we are running a 265/30 on the front. the 50%. You know, I should have picked up the tires at the same time. That truck's gonna look good when I get done with it. I can't wait to start wrenching on that bad boy. Believe it or not, I don't know why, but I can't wait to start wrenching on it. Did I say 265? 30. Let's see. Is it 265 or 295? 265 it was. So, brakes. Ventilated. Okay, oh, I got to clear off my, let's clear off my list here. Back into the tablet. Not the tablet. Damn. Okay, so I need 2 of those, 2 of those. Bottom suspension arm, a knuckle cover. Man, I need both the sway bar and the cross member. That's always painful. Rubber bushing, of course. 2 Bs, 2 bearings, 2 wheel covers. Alright. I think we have pretty much that covered. My shopping list, suspension, bottom suspension arm, of course we need that. We need 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Front knuckle cover, oh brakes. We need the ventilated discs up the front and the pads. The brakes weren't in bad shape, but everything else was in horrible shape. We need cross member E, right? E, sway bar B, inner and outer tie rods, got it. Now it's all the basic stuff, right? I think I needed front wheel hub, yep. Need a front wheel hub, I don't think I got that. Inner and outer. Rubber bushing time 12. E-links, bearings, cap. Gotcha. Go ahead and set this all up. I love the way those meats sit on there. Alright, so we have all the elements right here to put this bad boy together. So let's do this. Love the idea of bringing this back to life. Now this is one of them that typically I try to keep the block and build it. However, with this one I want to go with a complete change in the motor altogether. I mean, this is Rot2Rad, so I'm not going to build it per se back to stock, but I really wanted something a little bit better for the Mustang instead of that inline 6. It deserves better. It demands better. How's that? Hopefully Payne will appreciate the engine choice. Now, some people would say to go with a Coyote, but I'm trying to go with, you know, kind of the same year-ish type engine. So didn't want to go too radical with it. Okay, I think I've got everything. Did I get the? Yep. Okay. Jump over to this side. Man, everything's all rusty underneath here. Nothing like working underneath a car and knocking the rust off right in your face. It's always horrible. That's what I think of every time every time I put one of these cars up in the air. I'm like, man, if this was real life and I was working on this, it would be my luck. I would knock a big old chunk of rust off into my face. Bushing. Bushing. Yeah. Get that one done. It's done. That's done. Okay. This one actually coming along really quickly. At least I feel like it anyway. Maybe it's because we put the engine, we built the engine first. Maybe that's probably why. It feels like it went together well. I don't know. Alright, inventory will tell me anything that I am missing. No. Alright, I think. Sell off all these parts. Sell those parts off and let's drop her to the ground. Yank the engine out. Pull it out. This one we are going to take off and then install. Alright, well now that I've got that fixed, now let's get this stuff taken care of. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it was like that. I have no idea why, but it's fixed now and we're moving right along. So let's go ahead and take care of the battery. I think I can fix that. Yeah, and then I'm going to need a radiator. So I had to change a few things up on this, and I'm still not, I've got to tweak it out just a little bit more. I should have done it while I was in there, but I'm going to have to tweak this out just a little bit more when I get some time. Unfortunately, this came with the inline 6 and only had a single exhaust. I decided to go with a dual exhaust system on it. So that's actually a thing. So what seats do I have here? Mustang Mach 1 seats. So let's get some interior pieces here. Say Mach, I said. So a couple of those. And we're gonna go with the nice sports steering wheel. Go ahead and put those pieces in. Now my exhaust system is going to end up sticking through the floorboards here, and I'm not liking that whatsoever, but I'm gonna have to change that here in a bit. So let's see, that's all done. Let's raise you up in the air. Take you over there, take you over there. One. You done. Did I clean it? I didn't. I'm such an idiot. Alrighty. Got that taken care of. That doesn't look like. It's engine cover. Haha. It's tricky stuff. Oh, and that failed. Failed miserably. Oh man, that's bad. Alright, so we have all those pieces done. Not liking that green at all. If that's done, that's done. Okay, let's get the body all taken care of. Jump in here. Now, I want to say if I typed in Shelby, I should be able to get all the parts I need. So we'll go Shelby, let's see what we get. All kinds of Shelbys. And the Mustangs, yep. We are going to do... We are the GT500, so that's the coupe only. Back window. So we are going to... I want tinted. Front window, that's engine cover. No, hang on. Let's try both of these, engine cover, and we'll see how that works out. Really want to go with... Do we want to go with the 68? 68 front end or 60? I don't know what we got going on here. Hang on. What are you anyway? It just says GT500. So, we could just about do whatever we wanted to with it, right? So let's see, what's a little custom here? We'll do a 68 front end there. Door. We'll do the 68 front fenders there. For the hood, we are going to go... We're going to drive people crazy. I'm going to go with the 67 front end there. 68 headlight. That's 68 only, so we'll stick with that 68. Rear bumper, vert. Got that, 68. These are all different types of pipes, so it's going to kind of figure out the configuration of that. Vert only, coupe only. Coupe only, vert only. Coupe only. Alright. So let's see. We've probably got a combination of parts on here that we are not going to like, but we're going to... Some of my Mustang fans will probably be like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I didn't pick up the front bumper. That's interesting. Okay, for 68s only. Okay, rear bumper. I know I got that. Now, these are going to be interesting. Nope, I don't like those whatsoever. Those gotta go. Yep, those look a lot better. So we'll stick with those. See, does that hood come down? Yeah, hood fits pretty good. Front end looks a little funky. Yeah, let's go get the front bumper. The 68 front bumper and the engine cover. So that look all right for the front end. Looks a little funky, but that's okay. And for some reason, those 18s don't look right on there. It looks really small. I don't know how that's happening. Alright, need to move this back here. Let's get the engine cover installed. That'll work. I'm good with that. Let's move it back onto the stall. And let's get... Oh, wow, oh, wait a minute, that's not fitting right. 67's fitting right over the top of that. Oh, man. Okay, so that's not going to work. What front end do I got? I got the 68 front end, right? So I need a 68 hood, and I don't like any of the 68 hoods. How about that? So let's switch it up a little bit. We're going to go back to a 67 front end. '67 headlights. I think that's how I'm going to go. I'm going to take this completely off. I like that hood, so we're going to keep that hood. We're going to go with that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. There we go. Now I see what's going on here. Alright. So, it's coming off right now. Let's put some oil in this thing. I need exhaust pieces. I need a couple of rear mufflers, a couple of the middle mufflers, and a couple of these C's. And let's go ahead and grab a gearbox while I'm underneath here. So yeah, I had to reconfigure everything, so I've got to tweak this out just a little bit more, but for now it is what it is. Still looks a lot better than some of the mods I have seen come out of the shop. So, all right, now I need a starter because I forgot to grab one of those. All right, to the paint shop we go. All right, now let's see what we can do here. I believe I still want to go with a classic white. Classic white. I think that just looks really cool. Let's see what we got here for stripes here. It's a race car looking stripe. There's some racing stripes. Do I like that? I think I do like that, but what I'm going to do is I need to put the hood back on it. I didn't think I thought I was going to, this is what I was going to do. I was going to put the hood on it as a separate entity, but I think I like the stripes with it. I was going to paint the hood a different color, right? But I'm liking the black stripes on it, so I'm going to go with the black, straight up black. Oh, where'd you go? Black stripes. Yep. That all done. I think that looks pretty classic. Let's send you over to the dyno shop. Yes, please. All right, 454 horsepower, 580 pounds of torque. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our first classic Mustang, I believe, from Dead Bob 777. There we go. Beautiful looking Mustang for sure. Nice white color. Some radical wheels on it. A nice twin carbed engine in the inside of it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button down below and come back for more of these episodes. I'd love to see you back. I'd love to chat with you. Post a message down below. Hit us up over on the Facebook page. Remember to answer those questions and keep on the lookout for them when we do that truck over there. So for right now, this is Quayzar saying good night, and I am out.